Why you calling me? I ain't got time. Why you calling me?
Guys, what I'm going to show you how to make tonight is hamburger steak, homemade brown gravy, and my favorite homemade mashed potatoes with a little bit with a side of greens. You know, I don't know, we might go with corn, streamed corn, green beans. I mean, who knows? We'll work it out when we get there. But first, the main course, hamburger steak. First, you want to get some hamburger, pound, whatever. It depends on how many hamburger steaks you want to make. I could probably, this is about, not even a pound, but I could probably make about 2 hamburger steaks out of this. You know, good enough for me. So, first you want to drain out all that yucky blood. Then you want to mush it up, you know, because we're going to have to season it. And a little bit of seasoned salt, a little bit of seasoning. I'm going to dash it up. And some gourmet burger seasoning, which is pretty damn good to use. Nice and blend it up. Oh, we are out of pepper and salt, guys, so we are making hamburger steak on a budget tonight because of the lockdown. You know, grocery stores ain't got shit, sorry. But main thing is you gotta have some onion. So you got onion chopped up. Now my uncle, he likes to use bell peppers in his, but nah, I like onion, seasoning, and hamburger meat. Very simple, man. It's pretty much like making a hamburger patty. You know what I mean? So the main ingredients is gonna be gravy. We're gonna add a little bit of extra something in here. All right, just one. We're gonna stir this on up. And we're gonna make hamburger patties here in a minute. You know what I mean? But it would be nice if I had some pepper, you know, pepper and some salt. But that gourmet hamburger seasoning will do the job, and then that seasoned salt. All right, we're gonna turn these into hamburger patties, and we're gonna throw them in that pan, get them nice and cooking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a pretty nice size hamburger steak right there. You know, once you cook it, it's going to shrink it up anyway. Alright. Two big hamburger patties. The one on this side is a very, very big hamburger patty, and this is a decent size. But you see the size of my hand, so pretty much scale weight. That's probably about the length of a dollar bill right there. So you let these cook for a good minute on both sides, and then when you get done, we'll take them out and then we'll show you how to do the homemade gravy. Now for my homemade mashed potatoes, you got to get you some potatoes. You got to wash them off nice and good. How I do my mashed potatoes is I don't peel them. You know, I just cut them, cut the corners off for some reason, if you can find the corner. Then you cut them in squares. I got my pot of water sitting over here getting ready to boil. Alright. That way. And then you cut them in squares. Because you're going to have to boil them. And cutting them in squares makes it easier to blend up when they get nice and soft. We got our potatoes here all nice and cubed up. We're going to stick them in the water. Got your potatoes in the water, so when the water gets to boiling, we're going to add some butter in here as well, you know, to give them a nice buttery taste as they get soft. Alright, now as the hamburgers. Yeah. Spinning the hell out of my spatula. Oh yeah, I can smell that seasoning in the hamburgers cooking nicely. Okay, we're gonna let these cook on here a little bit. And we're gonna dump some butter in the potatoes. Yeah, I like to make my mashed potatoes with the peeling on them, because it's kind of like, you ever have a baked potato and you eat the baked potato and, you know, you usually eat out the inside of the baked potato, but, you know, the nutrients is on the outside. Nah, I'm lying. I don't know where the nutrients are. I just know potatoes is white, and that's starch. It's kind of bad for you, but how we eat in the South, everything we eat is bad for us. Everything we eat is fried. I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you're into healthy eating, this might not be what you need to eat. You know what? The way it's been lately with this whole coronavirus situation, you know, eat what you can. If you get anything at the grocery store, you're lucky. So we're going to let these cook a little bit more. We're going to let this boil, and we'll be right back. Now, for my gravy, what you got to use is the gristle and a little bit of the grease left over from cooking the hamburger steaks. You're going to have to keep that, because that's going to be used in your gravy to give your gravy a little extra flavor as you cook it. See, now I'm going to take a little bit of my gristle and my grease. You know, it looks nasty, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in this little bowl to the side here. I'm going to use that here later on when I'm making my gravy. Okay guys, now to do the gravy, what you got to get, you got to get you a pan. Nice warm pan. I've cleaned the pan out, and you got to dump you a little bit of flour in there. And the object is, if you want to make white gravy, you don't cook the gravy, the flour. But for brown gravy, you want to cook the white gravy. You want to cook this gravy until the white turns brown. You want to put a whole cup in there. I got a cup here, but I'm just going to put maybe like almost a little over half, a little bit, about a half a cup. And you want to put this in the container until the flour all turns brown. See what I got over here cooking? I got some French cut string beans as my side, and my potatoes are almost done. So I'm gonna kind of turn. You won't turn it up high, because if you turn it up high, it'll turn your flour to black. You want your flour to turn brown. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and then my gristle and a little bit of my grease that cooked for my hamburger steak. I'm gonna add that in there, and I'm gonna let it simmer, and that's gonna be my gravy. Now, as you see, my ground is turned brown. See, the bottom of it looks like it's getting black. So I need to go ahead and pull this off, because I gotta add my water and my gristle and stuff in there. So the gravy was, flour was bright, now it's brown. Alright, I'm going to add my water, and as you can tell, when I add the water, it's going to boil like crazy, because that pan has been nothing but cooking flour. Probably going to take about 2, maybe 2.5 cups with as much flour as I put in there. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups. And 2.5. Alright, 2.5 cups of sugar, water. God darn. My brain is fried right now, guys. Now I gotta add my little bit of gristle. It would have been nice to have more gristle than that, but I'll work with what I got. Because once I had to add the hamburger in there, it's gonna, see, I gotta stir this. I gotta stir up all that flour that's in there that's been cooking. See, oh God, it already looks amazing. Look how thick the gravy is. Alright. That gravy on the side of it too as well. See how thick it is already? That, my man, is homemade brown gravy. My mom taught me how to make it. My grandma taught her how to make it. God only knows who taught her how to make it, but now see, you gotta let it sit here and simmer for a minute. It's gonna get thicker as we go. Once I had this add that hamburger to it and let the hamburger sit in there for a minute, all the flavor from the hamburger is going to go mix around in this gravy. Now you got my string beans over here. They looked about cooked. Yeah. Let's cut them down on low real quick. Go ahead and put the pot over the string beans. Yeah, man, God, that gravy turned out good. I mean, you probably can't tell if you've never seen homemade gravy before, but let me say, this gravy turned out amazing. Now, if I would have added just a little bit of flour, like maybe a quarter cup of flour, it wouldn't have been as thick as this. It would have been thin gravy. So you figured I added about a half a cup of flour and 2.5 cups of water. Now you can buy the instant gravy at the grocery store. Comes in like gravy packs, and all you gotta do is add a cup of water to each gravy pack, and you know, you make homemade gravy that way, but it doesn't taste the same if you ask me. You know. Now, if I want to do white gravy with like biscuits and gravy and add a little bit of sausage in it, I wouldn't have cooked the flour. You know what I mean? You put the flour in there and you cook the flour, and it turns the flour brown. You add the water, hence brown gravy. You know. You want to stir it though. You got to stir it for a good little bit. All right, be right back. Now, another thing you can do is you can add a little bit of onions in here too. A little bit of chopped up onions. And it also gives a little bit of flavor. You want to give your gravy as much flavor as possible. Now, some salt and pepper would have helped a lot, obviously. But trust me. Oh my God, this gravy is turning out great. Oh my God, I surprised myself. I rarely make homemade gravy anymore these days. You know? Right now, guys, what we're going to do is these hamburger steaks I cooked are so big, I'm just going to cut them in half. Alright, there's one half. Go ahead and put that in there. There's another half. Alright, this other one is huge too. I could cut this in 4 pieces, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cook it in 4 pieces. Alright, see? Piece, 4 pieces. Now we're going to put this in the gravy. And we're going to let this soak. Look here, I got all that gristle on that plate too. Go and dump all that in there, you know, as much as that. My mom always used to say, if you're frying chicken and you're making homemade gravy, don't throw away all your grease. Put a little bit of that grease in the gravy. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of that grease in the gravy. Potatoes, you want to pull your potatoes out and try to cut one with a fork. See if it breaks in half. Nice and soft, yep. So the potatoes are ready. Now you want to pour them in a strainer. Pour them in the sink. Strain out all that water. You know, put a little bit of milk in there. And you gotta get your blender. Get your electric blender. God, I swear it'd be nice to have some salt and pepper right now. I swear, bro, I can't wait for this coronavirus to be over with. But just know, if you was making any of this, you'd have to add some salt and pepper. You know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna blend this up. Alright, so I took that little bit of mashed potatoes I had in the pot and put it in this container here. Because it was just now I'm going to add about a nice spoonful of mayonnaise. Duke's mayonnaise. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Duke's mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, period? Chris, have you lost your mind? Nah, bro. Trust me. Don't knock it till you try it. It is amazing. Oh, my God. And we'll blend all this up. See, I like to have the peelings in there with my mashed potatoes. I like to have a little bit of mayonnaise in there. I'm a little different than you. But I can't remember where I tried mayonnaise in my mashed potatoes once before, but oh my God, guys. Oh, you got to see this potato. Look how oh my God, this stuff looks. I am on fire tonight, guys. I already know what it's gonna taste like. I ain't gotta try. Well, I ain't got no salt and pepper, so that's gonna kind of kill it. But maybe when I put the seasoned hamburger steak and gravy on top of it, it'll be on point. You know what I mean? Let me kind of give you guys. Maybe you get. I don't know if you'll be able to get a good eye how this looks, man. But look how thick it is. See the little chipped up pieces of skin in there? Oh my God. So, God, that's perfect mashed potatoes right there. Not too thin, not too thick, just right. And I love the skins in mine. So If you don't, I'm sorry, but this is good. Let's take a little bite. Oh my God. Even without salt and pepper, this is on point. Alright guys, let's take one more look at this hamburger steak before we call it a night. Oh my God, look at it. Oh my God, it's so perfect. Jesus Christ. You know, let's get to... Even without the salt and pepper, it's still pretty good. Give you a front view of how it looks. Homemade gravy. See, I chopped up the little onions and put them onions in there. Pull a piece of the hamburger out. So you got your hamburger steak there. I used to love to eat hamburger steak with like French fries and pour the gravy all over my French fries. Yeah, man, my God, son, it's so perfect. So you can cut little pieces, these hamburger in little pieces if you want. See, I got the hamburger all cut up nice little pieces. Let this sit for a little while and I'll be eating time. You know, it'll be eating. Now, it would be nice to have some salt and pepper, guys. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, we do what we got. Alright, guys, here it is. Got your mashed potatoes. Got your hamburger steak and gravy here. Give you a nice close-up look. I think I could eat anything on the planet. If I could have like gravy and a cup of ice, I'd drink it. I'm saying I love some gravy. All right, let's try it out. Now we already know what it's missing. But man, even without that salt and pepper, it's still on point. God, ain't nothing like homemade, bro. I used to go to this place in Fayetteville that made like hamburger steak and gravy. It was a Greek restaurant. It basically ain't nothing but seasoned hamburgers with gravy. Hamburger steak. What we call it. Different places, I think it's different stuff, but this is on point, guys. I'm sorry. This is fucking good. You know what would be really good? Homemade biscuits. Come on now. Biscuits, period. Well, guys, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my meal. I appreciate y'all guys for coming through. Be safe. God bless. And take care.